Before we start today's video, please remember to hit that bell icon so you are up to date with all my latest uploads. P-15 Termite, or SS-N-2 STYX, is a large anti-ship missile created by the Soviet Union. The P-15 was not the first anti-ship missile the Soviets built. That distinction goes to SS-N-1 Scrubber. There is a video on that already, please go check it out if you want to have a look. The SS-N-1 was a powerful but raw system, and it was quickly superseded by SS-N-3 Shuddock. This weapon system was fitted to the 4,000-ton Kinder-class cruisers, which replaced the initial plan for the Stalingrad-class battlecruisers. Rather than relying on the heavy and costly ships, a new weapon system was designed to fit smaller, more numerous vessels while maintaining a significant striking power. The P-15 was developed by the Soviet designer Brezhnev, who helped in the development of the BI rocket interceptor. STYX is a 5.8 meter long missile with a main body diameter of 0.76 meters and an overall wingspan of 2.4 meters. They are capable of Mach 0.95 out to 43.44 nautical miles, and they also have a height altitude of 25 to 100 meters during cruise, but this drops down to obviously 25 in the terminal phase. They would also weigh 2.5 tons and would be fitted with an India band active seeker head, supplemented by an IR homing seeker. The first variant of STYX had fixed wings. The basic design of the missile, retained for all subsequent versions, featured a cylindrical body, a rounded nose, 2 delta wings in a center and 3 control surfaces on the tail. It was also fitted with a solid fuel rocket booster under the belly. This was a design based off the Yak 1000 experimental fighter built in the 1950s. The weapon was meant to be cheap, but at the same time capable of giving an ordinary missile boat the same punch as a quote-unquote battleship's salvo. The onboard electrics were based on a simple analog design, with a homing conical scanning radar sensor. It used a more reliable rocket engine with acid fuel in preference to the turbojet. Some shortcomings were never totally solved. Due to the liquid propulsion of the rocket engine, the acid fuel gradually corroded the missile's fuselage, and launches were not possible between the temperatures of -15 degrees to +38 degrees. The explosive warhead was mounted behind the fuel tank, and as the missile retained a large amount of unburned fuel at the time of impact, even at maximum range, it acted as an incendiary device. STYX is fitted to surface ships and also land targets, specifically in TLARs, which is a transportable erectable launcher and radar. Now, with a surface vessel, you normally have the Garp and Ball radar as a surface search / target acquisitional radar. If you find that, you're going to be fired on. With a TLAR, you have normally got 2 radars. The surface search radar, which will normally go out, normally detects a contact about destroyer size of at 20 kilometers, and then that will drop off, and then you'll have the target acquisitional radar, which will fire up. Once that's dropped off, you normally have a good indication if you're looking at it off an ASM fit, you're going to be fired on by STYX, and hence why you'll then have a launch and your missile will be coming in towards your ship. So that's what you'll normally see when you have your ship or your TLAR about to fire. As stated before, STYX has a active seeker head or IR seeker. Now, the active seeker head will turn on about 11 kilometers from the target. Now, the missile will begin a descent of about 1 to 2 degrees onto target, because the flight pattern of this missile is about 120 to 250 meters above sea level, depending on the variant. Now, the minimum range of engagement, there is a possibility of using the active sensors at shorter distances, as little as about 2.75 kilometers. Now, Russia would produce about 8 variants of this weapon system. There would be the P-15, P-15M, P-15MC, P-20, P-20K, P-22, and 4K-52 Rubez. Russia would also then export them to a vast majority of countries, and these missiles were also exported to China, and in the standard way of China, they made loads of variants in mass numbers. These variants were SY1, SY2, HY2, HY2A, HY2A2, HY2B, C201W, and even a variant called SS-N-2 seersucker. And guess what? Even the North Koreans would have this weapon system, and they locally build it, and that's called NK1. As I stated earlier, this weapon system has been exported to many different countries, and there's 30 countries they've been exported to, with 23 still using them. These countries are Algeria, Angola, Azerbaijan, Bangladesh, Bulgaria, Cuba, Cameroon, Egypt, India, Indonesia, Iran, Libya, Morocco, North Korea, China, Romania, Russia, Somalia, Sri Lanka, Syria, Vietnam, and finally Yemen. I would also like to give a quick shout out to Whiskey 2 Shots on my Discord server. He's one of my moderators. He's created this lovely 3D model of SS-N-2 STYX, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of his 3D rendered models of other missiles in the near future. Thank you very much for watching this video, everyone. I hope you learned something new today. If you have, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and if you'd like to see more of what I do, you can follow the Discord channel to see what's coming up next, and if you really want to, you can also support me on Patreon if you really would like to. There's a few perks with that one. But, as always, take care, have a nice day, I shall see you soon.